Today we're going to be looking at how to find the area of a circle. And whenever you hear the term area, it refers to the space inside of a shape. So in question number 1, when we're being asked to find the area of this red circle, we're being asked to find the space inside of that red circle. And whenever we're looking to find the area of a circle, we're going to use the formula of pi times the radius squared. And in case you're wondering what exactly is the radius, if you look at question number 1 here, you'll notice that there's a dot in the center of the circle, as well as a line that leads straight to the outside of the circle, or the circumference of the circle. And the radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the circumference of the circle, or the perimeter of the circle. And pi is the ratio of the circumference of any circle to the diameter of that circle. And the value of pi doesn't change, it's the same for all circles. So it doesn't matter if we're trying to find the area of a super small circle or a gigantic circle, pi is still going to have the same value. And if you look to the right of our formula here, you'll notice that we have pi equals 3 and 14 hundredths. Now this is the shortened form of pi. If we were to actually write out the full decimal for pi, we would take up the whole entire screen with digits and we would still not even be close to done. We could keep going almost infinitely. So we've shortened this to 3 and 14 hundredths to make the math a little easier for us. So now if we're looking to find the area for question number 1, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to write our formula out again. So we have area equals pi times the radius squared. So we know here that we have a radius of 2 centimeters, so we're going to go ahead and just plug that into our formula here. So we have pi times the radius squared. And we're going to go ahead and use a calculator here for these calculations. But if you were looking to do this by hand, how I would do this is I would put brackets right here, and to the side, just to show what this would look like, I would multiply 3 and 14 hundredths times 2, and then square that answer. But we're going to use a calculator for this, but if you'd like to try this, I encourage you to pause the video and take a look at some of the videos in the video link in the description below, where we go over how to multiply decimals and how to multiply whole numbers by decimals, because you're going to have to multiply by decimals in order to figure out the area of this circle. So when we plug pi times 2 squared into our calculator, we're going to get an area of 12 and 57 hundredths. But we have to make sure that we include our unit of measurement here, which we look up above, and that's centimeters. So we're going to go ahead and write centimeters beside. And since we're looking at area, these are going to be squared centimeters. So we're going to go ahead and write it to up top here. So in question number 1, this red circle has an area of 12 and 57 hundredths square centimeters. So now looking at question number 2 here, we can see that we don't actually have a value for a radius here. We actually have a value for the diameter, which the diameter is a straight line that passes through the center of a circle that begins and ends at the perimeter. So looking at this here though, I'm sure that you can notice that what we could do is we could actually just half the value of the diameter in order to get the radius, because we're just looking to get the value of right here. We're looking to get the value of half of the diameter. So if we divide 8 by 2, then we're going to get 4 meters. So this circle has a radius of 4 meters. So now that we know the radius of this circle here, we can go ahead and actually figure out the area of this circle. And we know that our formula here for area is area equals pi times the radius squared. And again, we're going to use a calculator for this. So area equals the pi symbol times 4 for 4 meters squared. And when we go ahead and plug that into our calculators here, we're going to get an answer of 50 and 27 hundredths. But again, we need to make sure that we're including our unit of measurement, which is meters in this case. So we'll go ahead and write meters here. And these are squared meters. So we're going to go ahead and write a 2 up top because we are looking at the area here. So the area for question number 2 is 50 and 27 hundredth squared meters. So I hope this video has helped you to understand how to find the area of a circle. Thanks again for watching, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below to see more content just like this. As always, enjoy today's math lesson.